Time, as you know it, is not linear. It folds, stretches, and vibrates around your consciousness, responding to the subtle attentions of your awareness. Every thought, every breath, every subtle focus is a signal, a ripple in the vast fabric of probability. Imagine a particle suspended in uncertainty. Until it is observed, it exists in all possibilities. What if your attention right now is collapsing the waves of your reality into alignment with a hidden, coherent path? You are not in the universe. The universe is in you. But what if the timeline you perceive has already shifted, and your awareness is simply catching up? If this resonates, comment, "I am aware of the shifts around me." Have you ever walked into a room and felt that everything was just right, that someone or something was nudging events into perfect alignment? These are not coincidences. They are breadcrumbs left by your higher timeline. A friend might call just when you are thinking of them. A song plays that perfectly matches your mood. A small decision turns out to be monumental. These events are evidence of coherence, your consciousness aligning with probabilities that favor your highest self. What if your future self, already having anchored the life you desire, sent subtle signals back through these moments? Do you notice these patterns, or do they slip past unnoticed, like whispers in a busy world? If this resonates, comment, "I notice the synchronicities guiding me." In quantum mechanics, entanglement and coherence demonstrate that particles, no matter the distance, are mysteriously connected. Your consciousness is not separate from this phenomenon. When you focus intentionally, you may be influencing which probabilities crystallize into reality. Your mind acts as a lens, collapsing infinite potential into a tangible experience. Coherence, the alignment of waves, is the secret ingredient. When your thoughts, emotions, and intentions are harmonized, the universe responds. Imagine tuning a radio. When your frequency aligns perfectly, clarity emerges. Your reality is no different. Are you tuning into the static or anchoring your frequency with intention? Repeat silently or aloud, "I am coherent with my highest timeline." What if, right now, you pressed play on your life and your future self was watching, nudging, guiding the probabilities in subtle ways? Imagine reality as a mirror. Every intention, every focus, every emotion reflected back, amplified, returned. Every micro decision can ripple across your timeline. Ask yourself, are you merely witnessing life or actively co-creating the next chapter? What happens if you start noticing the invisible threads connecting all events? Repeat or reflect, "I am an active participant in my reality." Let this sink in. I am already aligned with my highest timeline. Feel it with your breath, with your heartbeat. Each affirmation, each noticing, each intentional act is a quantum probe, collapsing possibilities into manifestation. How does it change your perception of today, of tomorrow, of the infinite possibilities surrounding you? If this resonates, comment, "I am ready to anchor my highest timeline." Close your eyes, breathe deeply, inhale the sense of possibility, exhale distraction. Visualize a timeline folding gently around you, each event in perfect coherence with your deepest desires. See yourself stepping into it, aware, grounded, ready. Use a mirror or journal. Write, "I am present. I notice the synchronicities. I align with my highest self." Notice how micro-events begin to reflect your focus. Reality is responding. Do you feel the shift? Can you sense the energy of coherence gathering around your choices? Repeat, with awareness, "I bend time to my alignment." If this video found you, it is no accident. Your quantum leap is already unfolding. Each thought, each pause, each affirmation is a ripple across timelines. Are you ready to anchor it? Are you willing to notice the subtle patterns guiding you? Comment now, "I am ready to anchor it." Let others feel your presence, your awareness, your resonance. Become part of the tribe that knows the observer is the creator, and creation is never separate from consciousness. Remember, time isn't moving forward. It's folding around you, and the question remains, are you aware enough to notice? Energy is not just around you, it is within you. Every thought, every attention, every subtle intention vibrates through reality like a tuned instrument. Quantum coherence is the alignment of these vibrations, and consciousness acts as both observer and participant. Imagine standing at the edge of infinite possibilities. Each path is a thread, each thread a reflection of your focus. Until you consciously step, these threads remain potential, yet your awareness alone nudges them into existence. You are not watching watching reality unfold. You are folding it, aligning it, choosing its rhythm. The universe responds to the tone of your attention. But what if your daily choices, no matter how small, are the signals that guide your highest timeline? If this resonates, comment, "I am the observer shaping my reality." Think back to moments when life seemed too precise to be random. A phone call exactly when needed, an idea appearing before you knew you were seeking it, a stranger's advice hitting the mark like it came from the future. These are not accidents. They are signatures of your consciousness interacting with the quantum fabric. People who track these events notice patterns, small nudges revealing a coherent timeline unfolding. Consider a meditation exercise. Focus on a desire, breathe it into awareness, and observe the subtle synchronicities that follow. A traffic light turns green when you need it. A song repeats exactly when you think of its message. Do you notice these guiding currents, or do they slip unnoticed? Comment, "I notice the hidden signals guiding me." Quantum entanglement shows that two particles can remain connected across space, their states interdependent, no matter the distance. Consciousness behaves similarly. Your focus, intention, and observation entangle you with possibilities beyond your immediate perception. Coherence is the bridge, the alignment of waves across probability fields. When your mind, body, and attention vibrate in harmony, reality itself begins to mirror your internal state. Think of this as tuning a string. If it is loose or off-pitch, resonance is weak. When perfectly tuned, it vibrates and amplifies across the universe, influencing the strings around it. Your reality responds similarly. Your attention is the tuner. Are you resonating or are you scattered? How would your days change if you learned to harness coherence as a conscious practice? Repeat silently or aloud, "I align my thoughts, energy, and awareness with my highest path." What if every decision you make sends ripples backward and forward through timelines? Could a choice today be guided by a future self who already embodies your highest potential? Imagine reality as a holographic mirror. Each focus, thought, and subtle emotion reflects back to you amplified. If true, your mental habits are the architects of your unfolding experience. Ask yourself, are you aware of the invisible lines connecting moments, or are they passing like unnoticed shadows? How might reality shift if you treated each moment as both creator and observer? Repeat or reflect, "I am conscious of every thread I weave in my timeline." Whisper internally, "I am the co-creator of my timeline, aligned with infinite possibilities." Let it settle into your consciousness. Affirmations are not empty words. They are quantum nudges. The universe notices the alignment between your thought, emotion, and focus. Each repetition strengthens coherence and amplifies manifestation potential. How does it feel to recognize your mind as a catalyst for reality? If this resonates, comment, "I am aligned with infinite possibilities." Sit comfortably. Inhale, visualizing your attention spreading through your body, your aura, your immediate environment. Exhale, releasing doubt and distraction. Picture a timeline folding around you, each moment resonating perfectly with your intentions. Use journaling as a tool. Write, "I see the hidden patterns. I align with my future self. I am aware of the synchronicities." Even 5 minutes of focused awareness primes your consciousness to notice and shape probability. Try this before any significant decision or moment of focus. Observe subtle changes in interactions, opportunities, or insights. Reality is not distant, it is responsive. Do you feel the subtle shift as your awareness touches the edges of possibility? Repeat, "I am present, aware, bigger and coherent in every moment." This video reached you for a reason. Your attention, curiosity, and resonance are markers of your readiness. Each insight, each micro-mantra, each acknowledgement is a ripple sent across timelines. Are you ready to see how deeply your consciousness can bend reality? Are you willing to notice the hidden nudges, the subtle currents guiding your highest path? Comment now, "I am aware and ready to anchor it." Let others in the tribe feel your presence and resonance. Remember, the observer is not separate from creation. They are the hand that folds time itself. Time is not linear, it is responsive, and the ultimate question remains, are you awake enough to notice it? Every reality you perceive is a reflection, a hologram shaped by the subtle currents of consciousness. Quantum physics teaches that observation collapses possibility into experience, but consciousness does more than observe. It aligns, tunes, and amplifies. Consider the universe as a vast ocean. Each thought, each intention, sends ripples across the waves. Some ripples collide, some merge, and some travel far beyond the horizon of perception. When your awareness resonates, the waves align in coherent patterns, creating paths that feel synchronistic, inevitable, almost magical. What if the experiences you labeled as coincidences were actually signatures of your consciousness interacting with the timeline? Could your attention alone guide the probability toward outcomes that serve your highest self? You are not merely existing in the universe. Your awareness is the current that shapes it. If this resonates, comment, "I am the current guiding my reality." Many seekers report subtle signs that reality is responding. A chance meeting leads to a life-altering opportunity. A repeated number sequence whispers a secret code. Moments of déjà vu hint at timelines folding into coherence. Someone visualizes a solution, releases attachment, and then finds the answer arriving unexpectedly through conversation, reading, or intuition. These micro-miracles are fingerprints of quantum coherence at work. Imagine noticing not just outcomes, but the invisible signals guiding them. A breeze carries a whispered intuition. A random image sparks clarity. A stranger's remark unlocks a pattern you had been blind to. Do you see the subtle design, or do you miss the messages hidden in plain sight? Comment, "I see the signs guiding my path." Entanglement is not just a phenomenon of particles. It is a metaphor for consciousness. Two entities, no matter the separation, maintain instantane. I use connection. Your thoughts, when coherent, act like entangled nodes, influencing events and people across time and space. Coherence aligns internal vibration with external probability. The frequency of your attention dictates the unfolding of events. Wave functions collapse when observed. Your mind is the lens. Think of your awareness as a lighthouse. The beam reaches possibilities, illuminating some while leaving others in shadow. Alignment amplifies the light, guiding the waves of reality toward patterns that reflect your intention. Are you a flickering light, scattering your energy, or a steady beam anchoring clarity and focus? What patterns might emerge if you consistently tuned your attention to resonance? Repeat silently or aloud, "I am coherent. My awareness guides probability." Picture reality as a vast library of timelines. Each book contains a version of your life. When you observe, when you focus, when you intend, you choose which pages unfold. Some pages shimmer with synchronicity, others remain in shadow. Imagine your future self glancing back through these timelines, sending nudges to your present self. Perhaps a fleeting thought is a message, a subtle intuition, a gentle nudge. If reality mirrors consciousness, every tiny act of attention could guide your path toward alignment. Ask yourself, are you reading randomly, or are you intentionally opening the pages you wish to experience? What if you practiced noticing every reflection, every fold, every resonance in the world around you? Repeat or reflect, "I am opening the pages that serve my highest self." Repeat quietly, "I am already synchronized with the highest possibilities of my existence." Feel the words as vibrations, not empty phrases. Every repetition subtly adjusts your internal frequency, nudging reality to align with coherent potential. Affirmations are not magic, they are quantum probes. Every micro moment of acknowledgement strengthens alignment, manifestation, and coherence. How does it feel to recognize your mind as both observer and orchestrator of reality? If this resonates, comment, "I am synchronized with my highest potential." Sit, close your eyes, and take a slow, deep breath. Picture a stream of light flowing from your heart, spreading through every cell, every thought, every intention. See your timeline as a ribbon of coherent energy wrapping gently around you, responsive to your attention. Visualize unfolding possibilities. Let intuition guide you to notice opportunities, synchronicities, and subtle nudges. Write them down. Track patterns. Acknowledge what you notice and thank your consciousness for the clarity it provides. Try this practice daily for at least 10 minutes. Reality reality is malleable, but only if your awareness is active, coherent, and tuned. Do you feel the threads weaving around you? Can you sense how your awareness is shaping the path ahead? Repeat, with every breath, I fold reality toward alignment. This video is not a passive experience. It is a mirror, a doorway, a guide. The shifts you notice are not random. They are evidence of alignment, a reflection of your readiness. Are you ready to see beyond the ordinary, to notice the invisible currents guiding your path, to participate consciously in the quantum dance of reality? Comment now, I am aligned and aware. Let the tribe feel your resonance. Remember, every breath, every focus, every acknowledgement folds time, folds probability, and shapes the story you are living. Time is not linear. It is fluid, responsive, and intimately connected to your consciousness. And the question remains, are you awake enough to notice its subtle bending? Time, space, and consciousness are not separate. They are threads of a single quantum tapestry. Every choice, thought, and attention you give folds reality subtly around your awareness. Quantum physics calls this wave function collapse, but consciousness makes it poetic. Your mind is both lens and sculptor of the infinite. Imagine standing at the center of an invisible web. Each thread represents a possible version of your life. Until you focus, the threads vibrate in uncertainty. When you observe with awareness, the vibrations align, patterns emerge, and a coherent path crystallizes. You are not passively moving through time. Time is actively responding to you. The universe is a reflection of the coherence you cultivate. What if the ordinary life you see is only a fragment? What if your highest timeline has been waiting for your attention to anchor it? Comment, I notice the threads of my highest reality. Many report strange moments that defy logic. A parking spot miraculously available, someone saying exactly what you needed to hear, or a small coincidence that shifts a day, a week, or a life. These are signatures of coherence in action, proof that your consciousness is subtly rearranging probability fields. Imagine a person visualizing success, meditating for alignment, and then noticing opportunities appearing almost magically. The universe responds not because of luck, but because the mind has engaged its own wave function, focusing potential toward manifestation. Your awareness is a magnet for probability. Every subtle recognition, every act of noticing, strengthens resonance with your desired outcome. Do you notice these accidental shifts, or do they slip past unnoticed? Comment, I notice the signs guiding my highest path. Entanglement, coherence, and superposition are not just abstract physics. They are metaphors for your mind in action. Two entares, angled particles respond to each other instantly across space. So too, your consciousness can influence events, decisions, and even outcomes through focused observation and alignment. Coherence creates resonance. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions vibrate in synchrony with the universe, collapsing multiple possibilities into aligned reality. Think of it as tuning a crystal. When struck, it vibrates in harmony, sending subtle waves across the surrounding field. Your consciousness behaves the same way. Perfect resonance amplifies your influence across the tapestry of timelines. Are you vibrating in scattered chaos, or in clear alignment with your desired reality? Repeat silently or aloud, I vibrate in alignment with my highest timeline. What if every choice you make is a quantum experiment? Each intention, each act of awareness nudges probabilities in ways unseen, yet profoundly real. Your daily micro-decisions, what to say, when to act, what to focus on, may ripple backward and forward across timelines. Imagine your future self, already aligned with your highest potential, sending subtle signals to guide present actions. Perhaps a fleeting thought is a message, or a small synchronicity, a hint from a higher coherence. Ask yourself, are you merely reacting to events or consciously participating in the orchestration of reality? What if the reality you see is a reflection of the timeline you are already choosing? Repeat or reflect, I am a conscious participant in my quantum experiment. Repeat silently, I am aligned, coherent, and resonating with infinite possibilities. Feel it vibrate within you, not as a phrase, but as a recognition of your role in shaping reality. Affirmations are not passive. They are active interventions in the wave of probability. Each repetition strengthens coherence, guiding outcomes toward alignment. How does it feel to acknowledge your mind as a co-creator, not a passive observer. Comment: I am resonating with infinite possibilities. Sit quietly. Breathe deeply. Imagine energy spiraling from your heart, radiating outward, folding the timeline around you. Visualize events aligning, coincidences unfolding, and opportunities appearing as if drawn by an invisible hand. Use journaling to track synchronicities. Write: I notice the patterns. I align with my highest self. I am present to receive guidance. Practice daily. Observe minor shifts. People, situations, and insights that previously felt random now follow a pattern. Reality is responsive, but only when your awareness engages intentionally. Do you feel the subtle resonance as your consciousness folds timelines? Can you notice the invisible patterns emerging around your life? Repeat: I breathe, I focus, I align with my highest path. This video did not appear by accident. Your attention, curiosity, and resonance are proof of readiness. Each insight, micro-mantra, and acknowledgement is a ripple shaping probability and aligning you with your highest timeline. Are you ready to notice the invisible currents guiding your path? To participate consciously in the quantum orchestration of reality, comment now: I am aligned and aware. Join the tribe that knows. The observer is the creator, and reality is never separate from consciousness. Remember, time is not linear. It bends, folds, and mirrors your awareness. And the ultimate question remains: are you awake enough to notice it? Consciousness is not a passive witness. It is an active architect of reality. Quantum physics shows us that observation collapses probability, but the mind does more. It tunes, aligns, and accelerates outcomes. Imagine your awareness as a prism. Each focus, emotion, and intention refracts into countless potential realities. Until you intentionally align your inner state, these possibilities remain dispersed, like light scattering into shadows. When coherence emerges, these probabilities fold, revealing a pathway that resonates with your highest self. Time is not flowing, it is folding. Your life is a ripple pattern, responding to the vibration of your attention. The universe mirrors coherence, reflecting the frequency you broadcast. What if you have already been walking on multiple timelines, unaware of the subtle nudges leading you to your highest path? What might shift if you became consciously aware of every fold, every resonance, every ripple? Comment: I consciously fold my timeline with awareness. Consider the moments when events aligned perfectly, almost magically. A stranger's words clarified a decision. A chance encounter led to a profound opportunity. A dream hinted at a future choice. These are not coincidences. They are your consciousness interacting with probability fields. Many report small manifestations: a call arriving at exactly the right time, a missing object appearing precisely when needed, or clarity arriving in seemingly random moments. Imagine tracking these moments deliberately, writing down experiences, noting synchronicities, and reflecting on subtle nudges. You begin to see the hidden structure, the invisible hand of coherence guiding reality toward your highest potential. Are you recognizing these signs, or do they slip unnoticed? Comment: I notice every synchronicity guiding me. Superposition shows us that multiple realities sense simultaneously until observation collapses one into experience. Your consciousness functions similarly. Focused attention collapses potential into reality, guiding outcomes toward alignment. Coherence is the secret ingredient. The mind, when aligned with intention, harmonizes internal vibration with external probability. Thoughts, emotions, and awareness act like a finely tuned antenna, receiving and amplifying signals from higher-order probabilities. Consider entangled particles. Even across vast distances, their states respond instantaneously to one another. Your awareness is similarly entangled with outcomes and people, influencing events beyond immediate perception. Are you scattered or aligned? Do you notice the ripple effects of your awareness? How might your life shift if you mastered coherent attention as a daily practice? Repeat silently or aloud: I collapse infinite potential into aligned reality. What if reality is a conversation, not a command? Your attention is the question. The universe responds. Each thought, each subtle feeling, each act of noticing becomes part of this dialogue. Picture a timeline folding like paper. Every micro-choice creates a crease. Some creases are gentle, subtle nudges. Others are bold, bending reality toward outcomes you consciously desire. Ask yourself, are you letting life happen or actively shaping it? Are you noticing the gentle hints from your higher self or ignoring the hidden codes in your daily experience? Could a single moment of focused awareness today ripple across weeks, months, or even years, aligning you with the highest version of yourself? Repeat or reflect. I notice every fold and alignment in my life. Repeat quietly. I am a conscious creator, collapsing probability into my highest timeline. Let this not be a phrase, but a feeling, a vibration, a recognition of your power. Affirmations are quantum nudges. They signal alignment and coherence. Every micro moment of acknowledgement strengthens your ability to influence reality, attracting experiences in resonance with your attention. How does it feel to know that your mind is not passive, but actively orchestrating reality? Comment, I am collapsing probability into my highest potential. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Picture a luminous thread connecting your heart to your highest timeline. With each exhale, feel it tighten, fold, and anchor. Visualize decisions, opportunities, and synchronicities aligning effortlessly. Journaling amplifies this practice. Write, I notice the patterns. I align with my highest self. I am coherent with my future self. Track micro events, unexpected clarity, small coincidences, fleeting insights. Each observation strengthens coherence. Practice for at least 10 minutes daily. Observe subtle manifestations, interaction, or insights that reflect alignment. Reality is not distant. It responds when attention is intentional. Do you feel the subtle weaving of your consciousness across probability fields? Can you sense how awareness is shaping the next moments of your life? Repeat, with each breath, I anchor my highest timeline. This video is more than content. It is a signal, a mirror, a subtle nudge from your highest timeline. The shifts you notice are evidence of coherence, of alignment, and of readiness. Are you ready to notice the invisible patterns guiding your reality? To consciously participate in the quantum orchestration unfolding around you? Comment now, I am aligned and aware. Join the tribe that knows. Observation is creation, and reality is never separate from consciousness. Remember, time is not linear. It folds, mirrors, and responds to your awareness. And the ultimate question remains, are you awake enough to notice and anchor it? Reality is not a straight line. It is a tapestry woven from probabilities, each thread vibrating with potential. Quantum mechanics reveals that observation collapses possibilities, yet consciousness does more. It orchestrates, aligns, and accelerates outcomes. Imagine your mind as both the painter and the canvas. Each thought is a brushstroke, each attention a hue. Without focused awareness, the image remains abstract. With alignment, coherence emerges, and the picture of your highest potential unfolds in ways subtle yet undeniable. Time is elastic. Space is malleable. Your consciousness is the lens through which the universe recognizes itself. What if the ordinary world you perceive is only a shadow of the coherence available to your awareness? How might your life shift if you intentionally folded timelines to mirror your highest self? Comment, I consciously orchestrate the probabilities around me. Have you noticed those moments when reality seems impossible? Aligned? A call comes at the exact right time. A message arrives with the answer you sought. A dream hints at a future choice. These are not coincidences. They are ripples of quantum coherence manifesting in your experience. Many seekers document these synchronicities, noticing patterns over days, weeks, and months. The small acts of awareness, pausing to observe, reflecting, journaling, strengthen coherence. Opportunities that seemed impossible impossible suddenly appear, guided by subtle alignment. Imagine noticing these patterns consistently. Each coincidence, each accident becomes a confirmation of your role as a conscious participant. Do you see these guiding currents, or do they slip by unnoticed? Comment: I notice the hidden currents guiding my timeline. Quantum superposition demonstrates that multiple realities exist simultaneously until observation collapses them into experience. Your consciousness functions as the observer, the collapser, and the tuner. Entanglement shows instantaneous connection across distances. Similarly, your thoughts, when coherent, resonate with events, people, and possibilities beyond your immediate perception. Coherence aligns internal vibration with external probability, amplifying your influence. Think of your awareness as a lighthouse in a foggy bay. When focused, its beam illuminates pathways previously hidden. When scattered, the fog remains. The universe responds to clarity, not randomness. Are you a flickering light, scattering your energy, or a steady beam shaping outcomes? How would your daily life change if you mastered coherent attention as a superpower? Repeat: I am coherent. My awareness resonates across timelines. Picture reality as an infinite chessboard. Each choice is a move. Some moves are subtle, some are bold. Each interacts with probabilities, shifting potential futures into alignment with your awareness. What if your future self is observing now, guiding, nudging, and sending signals back through subtle synchronistic events? A fleeting thought, a chance encounter, or a vivid dream may be messages from a version of you already aligned with your highest potential. Ask yourself, are you simply reacting to life, or consciously participating in the orchestration of reality? Could your daily focus ripple backward and forward, aligning multiple timelines simultaneously? Repeat: I am aware of the moves shaping my reality. Whisper or write: I am the orchestrator of my timeline. Every choice aligns me with infinite possibilities. Feel the vibration, not as a phrase, but as recognition of your creative power. Affirmations are quantum interventions. Each repetition strengthens coherence, signals intention, and aligns probabilities toward your desired reality. How does it feel to know that your mind is not passive, but a conscious architect of reality? Can you sense subtle shifts as awareness begins to fold timelines in your favor? Comment: I am consciously shaping my highest potential. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and take a slow, deep breath. Visualize your consciousness as a luminous sphere expanding, folding timelines, and guiding events toward alignment. See opportunities, synchronicities, and clarity forming effortlessly. Use journaling to amplify awareness. Track subtle shifts, coincidences, and intuitive nudges. Write: I notice patterns. I am aligned with my highest self. I respond consciously to guidance. Even a few minutes daily sends clear signals to the quantum field. Practice before making decisions, initiating projects, or starting new endeavors. Observe subtle shifts, conversations, insights, and opportunities reflecting your coherent focus. Reality is responsive when attention is aligned. Do you feel the threads weaving across probability fields? Can you sense your awareness shaping the invisible currents guiding your life? Repeat: I breathe, focus, and fold reality toward alignment. This video is more than a guide. It is a mirror, a signal, a gentle nudge from your highest timeline. The shifts you notice, the synchronicities, and the intuitive insights are evidence of alignment and readiness. Are you ready to notice the invisible currents guiding your path, to consciously participate in the quantum orchestration of reality? Comment now: I am aligned and aware. Join the tribe that understands. The observer is the creator, and consciousness never stops shaping reality. Time is not linear. It bends, folds, and mirrors your awareness. And the ultimate question remains: are you awake enough to notice, align, and anchor it? Consciousness is the thread weaving reality. Each observation, thought, and intention is a vibration folding timelines, aligning probabilities, and manifesting experiences. Quantum physics calls it wave-function collapse. Mystics call it co-creation. You are both. Visualize your awareness as a tuning fork in the cosmic field. When struck with coherent focus, its resonance spreads, subtly influencing everything around it. Every breath, every attention, every thought sends ripples across your personal personal universe. Time and reality are elastic, not linear. Each intention is a crease folded into the fabric of existence. How might your life transform if you consciously created these folds rather than passively experiencing them? Comment: I fold time and reality with conscious attention. Many seekers report uncanny experiences, finding exact solutions in moments of stillness, meeting people who seem sent from another timeline, or dreams that foreshadow real events. These are markers of coherent consciousness interacting with probability. Consider journaling every small synchronicity. Over time, patterns emerge. You begin to recognize the subtle currents guiding opportunities, insights, and connections. What once felt like randomness now appears as orchestrated alignment. Imagine intentionally noticing these coincidences as signals. Your awareness amplifies coherence, increasing the frequency of aligned events. Reality becomes a responsive partner rather than a separate observer. Do you see these currents, or are they slipping by unnoticed? Comment: I recognize every sign guiding my path. Superposition demonstrates that multiple possibilities coexist until observed. Entanglement shows instantaneous connection beyond distance. Your mind operates similarly. Focused attention collapses potential into a single outcome while simultaneously entangling with parallels. Relevance. Coherence is key. When your thoughts, emotions, and intentions align, reality responds. Your mind becomes a resonant field, amplifying probabilities that match your vibrational state. Think of it like tuning an orchestra. If one instrument is out of tune, the music is dissonant. When each note resonates, harmony emerges. Your awareness is the conductor, orchestrating coherence across timelines. Are you scattered or tuned to resonance? How would life shift if you practiced daily alignment as an act of conscious orchestration? Repeat: I resonate in perfect alignment with my highest timeline. Imagine your timeline as a spiral staircase, each step a possibility. Each act of awareness selects the step, guiding you upward toward your highest potential. But the staircase is flexible. It bends, folds, and mirrors your intentions. What if your future self has already navigated this path, leaving subtle nudges for your present self? A fleeting thought, a chance encounter, or a dream might be a signal from a timeline already realized. Ask yourself, are you walking blindly or consciously choosing each step? What if noticing and responding to these subtle nudges accelerates your ascent? Repeat: I step consciously into my highest reality. Whisper or write: I am a conscious architect, folding timelines and aligning with infinite potential. Feel the vibration as a recognition of your inherent creative power. Affirmations are not passive. They are quantum nudges. Each repetition signals focus, strengthens coherence, and aligns probability with intention. How does it feel to acknowledge your mind as both observer and creator? Can you sense subtle shifts in reality responding to your awareness? Comment: I am consciously shaping my highest timeline. Sit in stillness. Inhale slowly, visualizing a radiant sphere of awareness expanding from your heart. Exhale, folding probability fields around you. Picture synchronicities, clarity, and opportunities forming in perfect alignment. Track subtle signs in a journal. Write: I notice patterns. I am aligned with my future self. I respond consciously to guidance. Daily practice, even 5 minutes, strengthens coherence and accelerates manifestation. Practice before making decisions, starting projects, or setting intentions. Notice subtle shifts, conversations, insights, or opportunities reflecting your coherent focus. Reality becomes malleable when attention is deliberate. Do you feel the threads of reality responding to your focus? Can you sense your awareness shaping events, people, and circumstances? Repeat: with each breath, I fold reality toward alignment. This video is more than guidance. It is a reflection, a signal from your highest timeline. The shifts you notice, the synchronicities, the intuitive nudges are evidence of coherence and alignment. Are you ready to notice the invisible currents guiding your reality? To participate consciously in the orchestration of time, probability, and manifestation? Comment now: I am aligned and aware. Join the tribe that knows. Consciousness is the creator and reality mirrors coherence. Time is not linear. It folds, mirrors, and bends with your attention. And the ultimate question remains: are you awake enough to notice, align, and anchor it? Consciousness is a multidimensional force, continuously shaping the probabilities of reality. Quantum physics tells us that observation collapses possibilities, but awareness does more. It orchestrates, accelerates, and harmonizes outcomes with intention. Visualize your mind as a tuning fork in a vast field of probabilities. When struck with coherent attention, your vibration resonates across time, folding timelines to reveal patterns aligned with your highest potential. Time and space are flexible, like waves responding to the wind. Your attention is the wind. Every focused thought, every subtle emotion, every act of noticing gently folds, compresses, and shapes the stream of events around you. What might shift if you intentionally directed this force, aligning both inner and outer reality with the highest version of yourself? Comment: I accelerate alignment with my highest timeline. Seekers often report moments that defy logic, emails arriving exactly when needed, strangers delivering guidance through conversation, or vivid dreams revealing future choices. These are the fingerprints of coherent consciousness acting across probability fields. One practitioner tracked daily synchronicities, noting subtle nudges, visual cues, repeated numbers, spontaneous insights. Within weeks, reality began aligning predictably. Opportunities, relationships, and breakthroughs mirrored inner coherence. Imagine observing these events as intentional signals rather than random chance. Your attention amplifies coherence, increasing the frequency of aligned outcomes and making manifestation feel effortless. Do you see these currents, or are they slipping unnoticed? Comment: I notice the signs aligning my reality. Superposition teaches that multiple realities coexist until observation collapses them into experience. Entanglement demonstrates instant connection beyond distance. Your mind mirrors these principles. Focused awareness collapses potential into reality while entangling outcomes across time and space. Coherence is the key. When thoughts, emotions, and attention resonate, probability collapses toward alignment. Your consciousness becomes a resonant field, attracting outcomes consistent with your vibrational state. Think of it as tuning an orchestra. If each instrument is in harmony, music flows effortlessly. When attention is scattered, dissonance emerges. Your awareness conducts coherence across timelines. Are you tuned, or are your energies scattered? How might life transform if you practiced daily alignment with intentional awareness? Repeat: I resonate with aligned probabilities across timelines. Imagine your life as an infinite library. Each book is a possible timeline, each page a moment of choice. When you focus your consciousness, you are selecting pages, folding timelines, and reading the ones that reflect your highest potential. Picture your future self, observing now, sending subtle signals through dreams, intuition, and synchronicities. Every fleeting thought or chance encounter may be a coded message guiding your present alignment. Ask yourself, are you reading passively or actively selecting the pages that serve your highest self? Could conscious attention today ripple through weeks or months, accelerating alignment with your desired reality? Repeat: I consciously choose the pages of my highest timeline. Whisper or write: I am a conscious architect, folding timelines and accelerating my highest outcomes. Feel it vibrate not as words but as recognition of your intrinsic creative power. Affirmations act as quantum signals. Each repetition strengthens coherence, signals intention, and nudges probability toward alignment. How does it feel to acknowledge your mind as both observer and creator? Can you sense subtle shifts in reality responding to your awareness? Comment: I accelerate alignment with my highest potential. Sit quietly. Inhale deeply. Visualize your awareness expanding like a luminous sphere, radiating through probability fields. Exhale, folding timelines, attracting opportunities, synchronicities, and insights into alignment with your highest potential. Journal subtle signs, patterns, coincidences, and intuitive nudges. Write: I notice patterns. I am aligned with my future self. I respond consciously to guidance. Daily practice strengthens coherence, accelerates manifestation, and deepens awareness. Practice before decisions, new projects, or intentional creation. Notice subtle shifts shifts, conversations, insights, or events, reflecting your coherent attention. Reality responds when awareness is deliberate. Do you feel your consciousness folding timelines and accelerating outcomes? Can you sense subtle currents guiding every decision and interaction? Repeat, with every breath, I fold reality toward my highest potential. This video is not just guidance, it is a signal, a mirror, a subtle nudge from your highest timeline. The synchronicities, insights, and intuitive nudges you notice are evidence of coherence and readiness. Are you ready to notice the invisible currents guiding reality, to consciously participate in the orchestration of time, probability, and manifestation? Comment now. I am aligned and aware. Join the tribe that knows. Consciousness is creation, and reality mirrors resonance. Time is not linear. It folds, mirrors, and bends with attention. And the ultimate question remains, are you awake enough to notice, align, and anchor it? Self-mastery begins with awareness. Consciousness is the architect, observer, and conductor of reality. Quantum physics reveals that observation collapses probabilities, but mastery occurs when awareness intentionally folds timelines, aligns choices, and accelerates outcomes. Imagine your mind as a prism splitting the infinite spectrum of possibilities. Without coherent focus, your life is a scattered reflection. With mastery, light aligns, probabilities converge, and your highest timeline emerges in clarity. Time is not linear. It bends, folds, and mirrors your attention. Each decision, thought, and breath folds reality toward or away from alignment. But what if mastery is not about control, but resonance? How might your life transform if you learn to guide consciousness with subtlety and precision? Comment, I am mastering my timeline with conscious awareness. Many seekers share experiences where self-mastery manifests as subtle yet profound shifts. A person chooses to pause, reflect, or breathe, and suddenly opportunities appear that were previously invisible. Another experiences a recurring number pattern, signaling alignment with their desired timeline. Tracking these moments strengthens coherence. Small acts, deep breaths, focused attention, journal reflections, fold timelines effortlessly. Life no longer feels random. Each event becomes a reflection of intentional alignment. Imagine actively noticing these micro-shifts daily. Every synchronicity, dream, or insight is a confirmation that self-mastery is not theoretical. It is practical, measurable, and real. Do you see these signals, or do they pass unnoticed? Comment, I notice every synchronicity guiding my mastery. Superposition demonstrates multiple realities existing simultaneously until observed. Entanglement shows instantaneous connections across distances. Your consciousness mirrors these principles. Focused attention collapses possibilities, while resonance aligns outcomes across time and space. Coherence is the currency of mastery. When thoughts, emotions, and intentions align, reality responds in measurable ways. Conscious attention acts like a tuning fork, harmonizing your internal state with external probabilities. Think of it as sculpting clay. Each thought, breath, and observation shapes the form of reality. Scatter your focus, and the sculpture is amorphous. Focus, align, and the shape emerges clearly. Are you scattered or tuned? Can you feel the subtle ripples of alignment your attention creates across timelines? Repeat, I am coherent, and my mastery shapes reality. Picture your consciousness as a multi-dimensional compass. Each thought, intention, or choice points toward potential timelines. Some paths appear hidden, others visible, but every act of awareness guides your trajectory. What if your future self is already aligned, leaving subtle clues, dreams, intuitive nudges, and synchronicities? Could paying attention to these signals accelerate your mastery? Ask yourself, are you wandering passively or consciously choosing every step? Could a single focused intention today ripple across weeks, months, or even years, accelerating alignment with your highest self? Repeat, I consciously navigate toward my highest timeline. Whisper or write, I am the master of my consciousness, folding timelines and aligning with infinite potential. Feel it as a vibration, not just words, a recognition of your creative power. Affirmations are quantum nudges. Each repetition strengthens coherence, signals intention, and aligns probabilities with your mastery. mastery. How does it feel to recognize your mind as both observer and creator? Can you sense subtle shifts responding to your aligned attention? Comment: I am mastering my reality through conscious awareness. Sit quietly, inhale deeply, visualize a radiant sphere expanding from your heart, folding timelines and aligning outcomes with your highest self. Exhale, radiating coherence outward, influencing events, people, and circumstances. Journal subtle insights, synchronicities, repeating patterns, intuitive nudges. Write: I notice the signs. I am aligned with my future self. I act consciously and intentionally. Daily practice strengthens coherence and accelerates manifestation. Practice before decisions, projects, or intentional creation. Observe subtle shifts, conversations, insights, or events reflecting alignment with mastery. Reality responds to deliberate awareness. Do you feel or consciousness folding timelines? Can you sense subtle currents guiding your decisions, thoughts, and interactions? Repeat: with every breath, I anchor mastery in my timeline. This video is more than guidance. It is a mirror, a signal, a subtle nudge from your highest timeline. The shifts, synchronicities, and intuitive nudges you notice are evidence of mastery and alignment. Are you ready to notice the invisible currents guiding your reality? To consciously participate in the orchestration of time, probability, and manifestation? Comment now: I am aligned and aware. Join the tribe that understands. Mastery is not control, it is resonance. Consciousness is creation, and reality mirrors coherence. Time is not linear. It folds, mirrors, and bends with attention. And the ultimate question remains: are you awake enough to notice, align, and anchor it? Your consciousness is the ultimate orchestrator of reality. All previous principles, observer effect, superposition, entanglement, coherence, and timeline folding, converge here into mastery. Imagine yourself as both the musician and the symphony. Each thought, breath, and observation resonates with infinite potential, folding probabilities into a tangible, aligned experience. Time and space are pliable. They bend and mirror your attention. The universe is not an external machine. It is a reflection of your inner state. Every subtle shift in thought or emotion folds the quantum fabric, accelerating alignment with your highest self. But mastery is not about force. It is resonance. How might your life transform if every act, word, and thought became a conscious instrument of creation? Comment: I am the master of my timeline, creating with awareness. Seekers who master these principles report extraordinary synchronicities, meetings that change the course of life, intuitive nudges guiding decisions, and visions or dreams foreshadowing future events. One advanced practitioner documented these miraculous alignments over months. Missed buses led to fortuitous encounters, forgotten tasks revealed solutions, and recurring patterns hinted at deeper guidance. This is evidence of coherence in action, the subtle orchestration of events by conscious awareness. Imagine observing these signs intentionally, not passively. Every insight, coincidence, or opportunity becomes a signal of alignment, a confirmation of mastery. Are you noticing these currents, or are they passing unnoticed? Comment: I notice every synchronicity guiding my highest self. Quantum mechanics illustrates that multiple realities coexist, entangled across space and time, until collapsed by observation. Your consciousness functions similarly. Awareness collapses potential into tangible experience while entangling outcomes across timelines. Coherence is the power behind mastery. When thoughts, emotions, and attention align, probability collapses toward your highest timeline. Your mind acts like a resonant field, harmonizing internal vibration with external possibilities. Consider entangled particles responding instantaneously at a distance. Similarly, your conscious state affects outcomes far beyond your immediate perception. Reality is not separate. It is a mirror, an active participant in your awareness. Are you scattered or tuned to resonance? How would life shift if every moment of awareness was a deliberate act of orchestration? Repeat: I resonate across timelines, aligning all possibilities with my highest self. Picture your timeline as a multidimensional labyrinth. Each choice, thought, and intention opens doors, folds corridors, and bends pathways toward your highest potential. What if your future self is already aligned, sending providing subtle guidance through dreams, intuition, or repeated patterns. Each coincidence or synchronicity may be a message waiting for recognition. Ask yourself, are you wandering the labyrinth blindly or consciously selecting pathways that lead to alignment and mastery? Could noticing and responding to these subtle signals accelerate your journey exponentially? Repeat, I consciously navigate the labyrinth of my highest reality. Whisper or write, I am a conscious creator, mastering time, probability, and alignment. Feel it vibrate as recognition of your intrinsic power, not merely words. Affirmations are quantum nudges. Each repetition strengthens coherence, signals intention, and aligns probabilities toward your mastery. How does it feel to recognize your mind as both observer and creator? Can you sense subtle shifts responding to your focused awareness? Comment, I am aligned, awake, and master of my reality. Sit in stillness. Inhale deeply. Visualize a radiant sphere expanding from your heart, folding probabilities, collapsing timelines, and guiding reality toward alignment with your highest self. Exhale, radiating coherence outward, touching events, people, and opportunities. Track subtle signs in a journal, synchronicities, repeating patterns, intuitive nudges. Write, I notice the patterns. I respond consciously. I align with my highest potential. Even 5 minutes daily strengthens coherence, accelerates manifestation, and deepens awareness. Practice before decisions, projects, or new intentions. Notice subtle shifts, conversations, insights, or events reflecting alignment with your mastery. Reality responds when attention is deliberate and coherent. Do you feel your consciousness folding timelines? Can you sense invisible currents guiding your every choice and interaction? Repeat, with every breath, I anchor my highest timeline. This final part is not just guidance. It is a mirror, a signal, a subtle nudge from your highest timeline. The synchronicities, insights, and intuitive nudges are proof that mastery is possible, that awareness shapes reality, and that alignment is already underway. Are you ready to notice the invisible currents guiding your reality? To consciously participate in the orchestration of time, probability, and manifestation? Comment now, I am aligned and awake. Join the tribe that knows mastery is not control. It is resonance. Consciousness creates reality, and the universe mirrors coherence. Time is not linear. It bends, folds, and mirrors your attention. And the ultimate question remains, are you awake enough to notice, align, and anchor it?